I'm here with Steve Duncan from Product Marketing at Trend Micro. Welcome, Steve.
Thank you.
So our research indicates there's a lot of interest in EDR and even some aggressive deployments of EDR. Are you seeing that as well?
Yeah, we're certainly seeing a lot of interest from customers, and it's really twofold. Customers and companies are always looking for new ways to do detection and improve the protection for the users. That's part of it. The other part is there's a great interest in understanding more about where threats are coming in and how they're spreading.
And one of the things with EDR, detection and response technologies, is they can be operationally intensive. They could require some advanced skills. Now, at the same time, we have this global cybersecurity skills shortage. So how does that impact what Trend brings to the market with EDR?
Oh, it absolutely does. Not only is there a shortage, even if there wasn't a shortage, so many organizations simply can't afford to have staff investigating every threat that's coming in here. Detection technologies are really good, and you can't have an analyst understanding whether it's an important threat, not an important threat, until they've done some investigation. And companies just don't know what to do about that. So we're approaching it in a couple ways. One of the ways is in some geographies, we've introduced managed detection and response, and we've integrated the detection and response into endpoint protection.
So tell me, what is Trend doing that's unique, and how does that change from what people expect in this market?
Well, fundamentally, we believe that EDR doesn't need to be a separate product. It doesn't need to be a separate console, a separate workflow, a separate additional integration that customers have to do. We have taken detection and response and we've built it into the product so that our customers are able to use it in the same way that they've been using endpoint protection. And the investigation tools are just a piece that would be added onto that. That's where we think we have one advantage, and the other piece that we're taking it is that in order to get a really good picture of advanced threats, you need to not just look at endpoints, but you need to have some sort of correlation about what's happening in your network, what's happening in your cloud workloads, and can you correlate those alerts that are coming in.
Now, the other side of making these products efficient is automation.
Yeah.
So what are you doing in terms of EDR automation or workflow automation?
Well, following on that last point, you know, one of the things that we have is called connected threat defense. And connected threat defense is the idea of putting some automation between what happens on your endpoint, what happens in your network, what happens in your cloud workloads. Here's an example. If a suspicious object were to come in, say in an email or into the endpoint, and the endpoint picks it up, it can automatically forward it to a network appliance to have it evaluated in a sandbox. If it's found to be bad, that sandbox automatically updates all the in-place security and remediates automatically. So that automation becomes really important. And the other piece of it, of course, is the idea of detection and response built into the endpoint protection platform to give you the automation that already existed.
Now, one more thing. So we're seeing that customers want remediation capabilities in EDR. They re-image too many systems. They want to be able to take immediate actions and maybe not re-image as many systems. What are you doing there?
Well, you know, we offer the standard type of remediation. So you can isolate a system on the network. You can quarantine the threat. That really doesn't go much in terms of remediating it. So what we do is we have a number of tools, damage cleanup tools. We have the ability to roll back systems that may have been infected with ransomware. And then we have advanced capabilities. As part of our remediation packages, you have the capability of blocking command and control activity and putting filters where you have vulnerabilities so that traffic that's taking advantage of a vulnerability that you may have is now being blocked. So those are the types of remediation that we have. And our challenge and what we do is try to make it as automated as possible.
And I imagine that blocking or that vulnerability shielding works with your IPSs as well.
Of course it does, yes.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you have things covered, and we're looking forward to talking to you again at RSA.
I'm looking forward to it.